This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
No way.
From the Sunosi 1K Studios of Arizona, Khabib returns to the UFC. Chase Hooper interview. UFC Vegas 55 Fight Week. Let's go with the MMA-Holes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wednesday show. We're here, we're live, we're wonderful. Hope everyone in the chat's doing well. The fight card that's happening Saturday, Holm versus Vieira going down, and we're going to react to the entire thing here. We're going to be hanging with the boys on the MMA-Holes live, so make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell. Khabib Nurmagomedov hinting that he may come back. He's a little interested. Tony Ferguson creeping, you know, and talking about him on the ARIEL HELWANI show, and Khabib responds on Twitter, not completely out of the Ultimate Fighter. I'm going to talk about why maybe that makes sense. Chase Hooper is coming on the show, and Chase Hooper, I actually was just talking to him before we were live. This guy is a savage. He called from the sauna, and as soon as I see the sauna, I'm like, Wi-Fi in the sauna is not very good, usually from previous guests. So when he came in crystal clear, I was like, wow, this might actually work, and then it started chopping up. So, I mean, he's a savage. He's fighting Saturday night, so I told him, hey, man, do your thing. Cut that weight. I mean, the poor guy, he's got to cut weight, and he's coming on this show. So if you can come on later, and he said he will. So Chase Hooper will be live on the second half of this show. So in like 50 minutes, we'll have Chase Hooper on, and that's wonderful. Let's go. Looking forward to talking to Chase. I mean, it's fight week. My man's weighing in on Friday, and he's coming in on the show, so nothing but respect to Mr. Hooper. I have a lot to talk about with that guy. 22 years old, for God's sakes. Insane stuff. Also, my Rangers are playing. That's right, my Rangers are playing. They're up 1-0 against Carolina in the third period. The second round has begun, and the Rangers have looked pretty damn good, but they only have a 1-goal lead. So if I go off the rails and start looking over and be like, ah! That's because my New York Rangers are playing in the background. Let's get into it, friends. Let's talk, as we will start off the show with the Khabib Nurmagomedov situation. Now, some people may say, Mystic Moss, you are a little cuckoo for even thinking about Khabib coming back into the UFC. I mean, the man left at his peak. The man is, you know, he has his own fight league now. Eagle FC is happening Friday night. It's just ridiculous. And to come back against Tony Ferguson, a little silly, little cuckoo, makes no sense. Tony Ferguson keeps losing. Nothing about it makes sense, right? Well, I don't know what the ratings are with The Ultimate Fighter, but I would have to assume they're horrific. I mean, oh shit, they almost scored. Okay. I can't have this on in the background, but I have to. All right, I'm going to turn this. I'm just going to move this aside. I can't look at, oh my God, Carolina almost scored. I can't be doing that. Oh, it kills me. This is how much I love you guys. So Khabib coming back kind of makes no sense, and I get it. I get it. I get what everyone's saying. You know, no, it's just silly, stupid. He's been there, done that. He doesn't. Why would he come back and even risk tarnishing his legacy? The Ultimate Fighter with Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes. I was doing polls. I was asking people in the chats prior, are you watching it? Not many people are. One's in the chat if you're watching Tough. I haven't watched a single episode. What are we on? Episode 2? Is that on right now? Like I don't even know when. Is it Wednesdays? And if you're watching it, ESPN Plus, link in the description if you'd like to watch. Use our link, please. But let me know what one's in the chat if you were watching Tough. I'm just curious. And nothing against you. I mean, listen, MMA fans love Tough. Tough got me, into it back in the day. So I'm just curious if you guys are watching it. Datwanger, Wildberry, Ava. Okay. I didn't even know it was on. I watch it if it was Khabib versus Tony. Okay. I think so he's pretty much seeing into the future of what my point's going to be. Okay, so we had, 4 people? 70 watching right now, 5 people at Ant. And I just noticed something. I think 3 of them are women. And maybe because the allure of having, the females as the coaches might drag in some of the ladies. Before, no life. Well, you got to start watching hockey. All right, I just clicked back over. Still 1-0 Rangers. Okay, 12 minutes left. Women like drama. Yeah, I mean, listen, I get it. If there's nothing else on, if I have nothing to watch and I got some free time, I might watch it. I might watch Tough. I mean, if there's nothing else on, what am I going to do? Nothing? Of course, I would watch Tough. I can't hate on that. There's not a lot of good stuff on TV anyway, so I get it. And if you don't like other sports, it's a no-brainer, right? You watch Tough. But I can't, I don't know. Tough has been tough to watch, the joke that everyone says, for me at least. Now, the people that are watching, let me know. Is this a good season? Am I missing something? If the UFC keeps tanking with these Toughs, if it doesn't really do very well with Tough, you're going to need something. Like, I don't understand why Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal never happened. I don't get it. But we've had coaches before not fight each other. Conor McGregor, Uriah Faber. They did not fight. Although it was a very entertaining Tough season. The season that produced the GOAT, Artem Lobov, Mr. Heel Hook as well, was on that season. But it was a fun one. He had Cody Garbrandt going back and forth, a little snake in the grass. A lot of quotable moments of that Tough. Why? Because you put Conor McGregor there. Khabib Nurmagomedov can come back and not even have to fight. He could just coach Tough against Tony Ferguson. The fight never has to happen, but you get the banter. You get the fathead comments. Tiramisu Tuesdays. You get Khabib like, please, you suck, blah, blah, blah. You can get all that shit. I think it makes sense. The fact that Khabib Nurmagomedov went on Twitter, let's put him up here. He went on Twitter and he put this out in a response to Tony. Tony, I like the idea about Tough. Call your boss and let them make an offer. But if they don't have ideas, I myself will offer you a deal on the Eagle FC Fight Club. The Eagle Fight Club, platform. We're doing some business here, So, Tony is Khabib is talking about his league, which is happening on Friday. Also, he is in bed with Bellator Khabib. Him and Scott Coker want to put something together, maybe Fedor versus Dos Santos, if Dos Santos wins. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting what Khabib's doing over there, But the idea of Khabib coming back to the UFC and coaching Tough, it could happen. It could definitely happen. Like I said, Conor came back and didn't fight Uriah Faber. Didn't. Came off and just basically, hey, Conor, you mind coaching this Tough? You're not fighting Faber, but coach it anyway. And then people want to see that fight. I think if the UFC pitched this idea to Khabib and gave him, a little chunk of change, Khabib would do it. Khabib versus Tony. We finally get it. But as coaches, where do I sign for this? I think a lot of people in the chat would like that. Think about this too. A lot of people don't want Tony to compete anymore. Although I'm good with, I want Tony to compete. I think he's doing just fine. He just got knocked out, but he looked good in that first round.
I just had a hilarious thought. Dustin and Colby on Tough. Barring Khabib v Tony with active fighters, who would get you to watch Tough?
Barring Khabib versus Tony with active fighters, who would get you? Okay, listen. I would rather Tony Khabib, to be honest. Poirier versus Colby. I think Poirier, he's a nice guy. On Twitter, he's been great, but then when you get him on the mic, he's kind of like weird and stuttery, and he's not really the trash talker that I want to see on Tough. But Tony Ferguson versus Khabib on Tough, I'd 100% watch that. Yes, Baby Hulk won his last fight. That is correct. Shout out to Baby Hulk. Shout out to Baby Hulk. Someone said something about the Rangers over there. Yes, they are up by 1 goal. Yes, but did they score any others? Because I'm trying to pull myself away, because if it's on in the background, you can forget me talking about MMA. I will legit just go straight into that hockey game. By the way, if you're just jumping in, Chase Hooper is coming on in about 40 some odd minutes. Okay, so Chase Hooper will be on. He was supposed to be on at the top of the show, but he was in the sauna cutting weight. Got a fight Saturday. So listen, the fact that he's even coming on is absolutely wonderful.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I mean, it's like a no-brainer. You know, Tony Ferguson coming back, coaching Tough, doesn't even have to fight. And here's what's exciting about that, right? Tony and Khabib coach, it gives a chance for Islam to fight for that belt. And say if Islam loses to Charles Oliveira, if that happens, and Islam loses, the favorite, pretty decent favorite against Charlie Olives, loses that fight, I can't see how Khabib, who is still relatively young, would not say, everyone's going to be now saying Charles Oliveira is the greatest, and he just beat my boy, my protege. I might have to step back in there. I might have to get back on the horse and get the 30-0. I mean, there's a lot of things. Now, do I want to see Khabib come back? I couldn't really care either way. I'm not like saying I need to see Khabib fight again. But if he did fight, I'd be 100% on board. I'd be interested in it. Tony versus Khabib. Coaching Tough. They don't fight each other, but they coach against each other. Would you be interested? Let me know in the chat. I think Oliveira starches the protege. I underestimated Khabib. Very best, guys. Hi, Lone Wolf. Hope your day is going good, bro. Leo DiCaprio, bruh. Islam needs to get finished, brutalized for Khabib to return, I think. Yeah, I mean, or he could just look like complete dog shit. I still think Khabib would think about it. Charles finishes Islam, but Khabib would smash. Love to see them lose, though. They dominate. So what's interesting is if Khabib did fight Charles Oliveira, yes, the Rangers are winning, correct. Let's hope it stays that way. If Khabib does fight Charles Oliveira, I mean, that legit could turn into, think about this. They would have the same amount of title defenses, right? Actually, it wouldn't be considered a defense, right? Because Oliveira, that's such bullshit that he got stripped. Oh, such bullshit he got stripped. But anyway, Charles Oliveira would be starting over. Like, technically, it would have been him breaking Khabib's winning streak as a champion. Defensive streak, I should say, against Khabib would be nuts. What a story. Khabib would have to move up 2 weight classes or he will not come back and dominate. Khabib does look thick. That is one thing I did notice. He is walking around kind of heavy, so very possible that he can't make the 155-pound weight. That ship might have sailed. Very possible. I told you all Charles got cheated at the scale. Here's the reason why Charles probably did get cheated, because if you look at Khabib versus Gaethje, my man Khabib came in over. He came in over, but the guy at the scale was like, okay, you're good. Just Mr. Khabib, go that, Mr. Nurmagomedov, just walk that way quickly. Get off the scale. Flex, get the fuck out of here. If Oliveira had that same guy, yeah. Rangers almost scored again? Okay. Just let me know if 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. All right, just let me know if anything happens, okay? Because here's the thing. If I have it on the background, you can forget me talking about MMA. I will be talking about hockey for another 8 minutes until, we get Chase on. Is it true that Islam used to tap Gordon Ryan in sparring at John Danaher Institute? I don't know I don't know what the mythical legend of Islam. All I know is Islam in the gym, I mean, is like a mythical creature. Look what Luke Rockhold has said about him. Like, you know, Luke's a pretty big dude, and he says Islam's like one of the strongest guys he's ever grappled. Charles will get cheated also in his next paycheck, which Dana should make up donating to Charles' favorite charity. So Charles will get cheated also, and his next paycheck, which Dana should make up donating to Charles' favorite. Yeah, I'm curious if he does get. I'm curious if Charles gets. He got his pay-per-view buys in the last fight. I don't know in the next fight, considering he's not technically the champ. I don't know what they're going to do about that. I'm curious. I'm sure the media is going to give a lot of hell. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm curious myself. But, you know, it is what it is. Rules are rules. So the fact that he got paid the last time, you know, that was a bonus. Darren Till said Islam is crazy strong. Darren Till's another one, too, yeah. Darren said the same thing. You know, Darren's a pretty big guy. When he was at welterweight, he was a pretty big dude. And saying Islam at 155 is pretty strong says something. Darren Till still hates his wife and child. Dick Riders of Islam and Habib says Shroom Grizzlies. It looks like Shroom Grizzly's not a fan. Let me ask Shroom then in the chat. Would you be down for what I pitched before? Would you be down for tough Habib versus Ferguson? They just coach. That's it. So you get the smack talk. Who is the better coach? You know, the ship is pretty much sailed for that fight to really happen. I don't think it makes any sense at all. Maybe you do it at like 170 or something, or maybe you do like a grappling match or something, you know? Maybe they coach tough and you have them grapple against each other. But a 155-pound fight just doesn't make any sense. Came in late, so sorry if it already talked about, but Joe Rogan talking about the scales issue with Charlie Olives. He said it was a scale malfunction. Interesting. I think it was the guy working the scale malfunction, I think. For the show and entertainment, yes, but to fight, no, I won't watch another Tony fight. Oh, man. See, we disagree on that. I would watch another Tony fight because, honestly, I thought he looked great. I was watching it again. He was fucking up Chandler. Like, Chandler got dropped. Tony was landing and created some damage. The end of the round didn't go perfectly for Tony, but, you know, he got up laughing, and he just got caught. Anyone, whether you're in your prime or not, can get caught. So, and maybe people are like, oh, well, he's pushing 40, and the history of, you know, he's a little cuckoo in the head. You know, people are thinking he's got brain damage. We have to remember that these doctors, they have to clear him to fight. Like, they have to mentally clear him, because here's the deal. If they don't, and he, like, dies from, like, the doctors are signing off on these athletes medically cleared to fight. If someone goes in there and dies and they find something pre-existing that a doctor missed, could you imagine what happens to that fucking doctor? You got to remember that. Like, and we've had fighters on talking about that as well. There are teams and doctors that are clearing these things to happen. Things are corrupt, I understand, but when it comes to health and life, you don't want to be that doctor that signs off on something on a guy that shouldn't be fighting. And whoever signed off on Michael Bisping's eye, I mean, I don't know how the fuck that happened, but it is what it is. Tony said he doesn't have health insurance, Moss. What does that have to do with being cleared for a fight? What is that? I mean, you got to see the doctors that the UFC tells you to see. It's not like you have to pay for it out of your pocket. He hasn't seen a doctor in years. He was just in the hospital. He just got cleared by doctors. I mean, come on. I understand. We want the best for these fighters' health. I get it. You have to remember this. And when Bruce Buffer came on the show, he said this as well. Any fighter that steps in a cage is signing off on something that's potentially very dangerous to their health. Whether they are a veteran of the sport or there's someone just jumping into the sport. Chase Hooper, 22 years old. You know, this kid is going into that fight on Saturday fully knowing that there's something could happen. So anything can happen inside the cage. But you have to understand this. They have to have a clean bill of health in order to step in there. These guys are getting... Do you think Dana White's going to be sending guys into that cage that aren't healthy? How does that make the UFC look? And there's also a reason, and knock on wood, no one's died inside the UFC cage. If they weren't getting cleared by doctors, people would be dying in the cage. Think about that. You know, I mean, it's just, you can't, I don't understand what people are thinking, but all right, fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, I guess. He needs to see my doctor, you know, my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Hey, it's Dr. Vinny Boombots. You know, I'm going to ask Chase when he comes on, too, about medical clearance. Like, what do they do? What do they go through for medical clearance? And you know, I mean, I think that's the problem. We do care. We don't want fighters to get injured. We want fighters to make more money, and I'm with you on that. There's nothing I disagree with on that. But, you know, when you're looking at other organizations, when you're looking at, you know, Bellator, they test. These doctors go in there. We had, what the hell is his name? Audley Edwards that came on for the, what's his name? I can't think. I got the fucking Rangers on in the background. I got too much shit going on. 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Aaron Pico. And Rangers still up 1-0. Oh, boy. Could you imagine? I mean, 1-0 the entire game. All right, with 2 minutes left, I'm going to pay full attention to the Rangers, and then we will go full attention into the what's going on here. But like, if you're in a regional promotion or something, I don't know what the deal with bare knuckle is. I'm assuming there's some doctors checking out that, you know, it's just very expensive. There's the reason why a lot of these fighters don't have health insurance is because the UFC is paying a ton of money in medical to be cleared. Everything that goes into the UFC's production and making sure fighters are taken care of. Oh my God. They're showing a replay of a fight. Oh my God, a shot where Shesterkin, the Rangers goalie, was beat clearly. The puck hits off the inside of the top of the goal pipe and bounces back out. My goodness. That was almost 1-1. I believe each state commission has their own process. That's true. Who's your pick in the main event? I think Holm gets it done because she's the faster fighter, superior footwork, and has been taken down by the select few. Watch a classic head kick finishes happen. A classic head kick finish, you're saying? I saw before watching Holly at the media scrum, I think Holly's going to win. Afterwards, I mean, she looks young. Like, she looks... I think Holly's going to get it. She's 40 years old and looks amazing. Yeah, I think Holly's going to get it done. Now, with that being said, we had a Cinnamon that called the show. His mom didn't speak a lick of English, picked the opposing fighter of Holly Holm, and we placed a bet on it because we're crazy. I don't know what we're doing. But it is true. Holly Holm fighting Ketlen Vieira. And Ketlen Vieira is the one we put the money on. I don't advise that bet, but we got money on her because of Cinnamon's mom. But Holly looks great. She's on a 2-fight win streak. She's a minus 240. And yes, there's a lot of decisions here. Holly Holm was involved in one of the most boring fights I've ever seen when she fought Jermaine Durandamy back at UFC 208. I was in the building. We were booing so much that my voice box almost fell out of my face. But she knows how to win. She's also that girl that took out the behemoth that is known as Ronda Rousey. You know, she stopped the train. They're showing this replay again, by the way. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It doesn't get any closer than that. It does not. It does not get any closer than that.
Thank you.
All right. What do we got here? Kendall Volker has been a member for 11 months. You're a savage, Kendall. Thank you very much for that. 4 minutes left in the game. Alberto, thank you for the subscribe. You came in just in time for our guest, Chase Hooper, who'll be here in about 30 minutes. We'll have Chase Hooper on. Thank you, Alberto, for the subscribe.
Super chat.
Life and Logic dropping a deuce.
Don't worry, Mose. I'm enjoying this game for you. Go NYC.
Thank you, Life and Logic. Oh, boy. I tell you, if you don't have a team there are only 8 teams left in the playoffs, okay? And right now, the Rangers are playing Carolina, game 1 of the second round. There's 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. And it's 1-0 the entire game. The Rangers scored early, and it's just been like that. It's just a nail-biter. Rangers have played, from what I've seen when I was off air, have played fantastic tonight against a very, very tough team. But we got a real nail-biter. 3 minutes left. It's on ESPN, by the way. I think if you go to the ESPN Plus app down below. Here we go. Shot from the point. Whoa, boy. Okay. Let's let this thing wrap up. Let's let this wrap up. and then we'll play. Oh, boy. Yo, Carolina just almost scored. Carolina's in the Rangers zone now with 2:42 left. They're going to be pulling the goalie soon. The Rangers trying to clear out. Carolina playing desperate. And the Rangers almost clear it out. It's dumped right back in their zone. Rangers get it, regroup, dump it out again. And there we go. Get it out of their zone for the time being. Guys can't change. And oh, here we go. Oh, my God. No. Carolina just fucking scored. Oh, for fuck's sake. 2:23 left. Oh, my God. A hoe scored. His name is a hoe. Fuck me. Nice pass. Two beautiful passes. Shesterkin made the first save, pad save. He gets the rebound and just taps it in. So the first save is made. Now the Ranger to be found to stop the rebound. Oh, God, help me. Oh, fuck me. 2:20 left. 1-1. Oh, my God. The Rangers score early. Carolina scores late. This is a nightmare. Oh, the Rangers clear it out. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was closer. Carolina plays the puck around the boards. Oh, fuck. We need strainer faces, right? Oh, this is terrible. All right, so 2 minutes remaining in the game. Bullshit. Anyone watching this thing? I mean, this is a fucking heart attack waiting to happen.
Chat.
Jesse on fire is the human affliction t-shirt. Smiley face. 100.
I saw he was catching some heat. Oh, God. I mean, I don't know what to say about that guy. I honestly, I don't think I could put it into words. It's probably the best way to put it. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Slow DK. Oh, my God. This is nuts. This is fucking nuts. Well, if the Rangers score, I'm going to lose my shit. I need the Rangers to score right the fuck now. I can't have this going on while I'm talking to Chase. I can't. I just can't have this happen. The Rangers are in the Carolina zone. They're trying to get something going here. Trying to cycle around with the puck. Carolina's trying to get it. They're working against the boards. The battle against the boards are happening right now. Two Carolina guys are working. They get it away. Now they're rushing towards the Rangers zone. A dump and chase coming in around the boards. Carolina net. Oh, boy. Carolina's got it. They're playing around the board some more. Rangers running around like chickens with their heads cut off. They're playing behind the net. Passing it to the side, to the point. Carolina's just playing like they have a power play. 1 minute remaining. Get a shot in. Whoa. Damn, man. A little flurry in front of the net. Puck pops away. The crowd's going crazy. A lot of Ranger fans in the building. Rangers try to dump it around the board, and it stays in. Nice play. Oh, they get it out. Oh, God, this is fucking nuts. Carolina got more momentum going into overtime. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean much. The playoffs, not like the regular season. Here we go. Rangers, they're charging. They're charging in to the point. Come on, baby, get that on net. Oh, shot around the net. Whoa, boy. Nice play by Carolina. They regrouped, dumped it down the ice. That's an icing. Blow the whistle, dick face. All right, we got an icing face-off in Carolina's zone with 23 seconds left. It's looking like it's going to be overtime. Okay, we'll get back into MMA. I promise. And we'll have Chase Hooper on very soon. How you doing, John? I'm not doing well, John. I'm going to be honest with you. The Rangers were winning 1-0 the entire game, and Carolina just scored. Now we got seconds left here. Let's see if the Rangers can win this face-off. Woo! Carolina wins, dumps it out. Now we got 18 seconds left. Found out my cousin's in town. Get to see my cousin. Haven't seen him in a while. So that's kind of cool. He fooled me. He called me from an Arizona number, and I was like, who is this guy? I thought it was one of you crazies. Here we go. All right, going into overtime. Okay. Woo! Okay, let's get back into MMA. We'll move this over. You know what's going to happen? They're going to be in overtime. I'm going to be talking to Chase. And I'm just going to fucking lose my shit. Oh, my God. Okay, what were we talking about? Completely derailed by hockey. Rangers, what are they out playing cops in the woods or something? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay, so we spoke about a little bit of Khabib. I think, honestly, I think it's a great move for the UFC to think about. You know, they should entertain the idea, since Khabib is throwing it out there with Tony Ferguson, to have him and Ferguson coach the next tough. I think it would be fantastic. I really would. Now, I want to know in the chat what you think about this. And I don't think they should fight each other. I just think they should coach against each other. But what do you think about this? Khabib and Scott Coker getting in bed together. Now, Scott Coker, the promoter for Bellator, who would love to play with the UFC. The UFC wants nothing to do with them. And he puts this out over here. Thanks for the call, Khabib. Looking forward to sitting down next week's dinner on you. Next week, dinner's on you. Excuse me. So, he's looking forward to sit down next week. Dinner's on you. So he's saying dinner's on you. Khabib's got to flip the... So if Khabib goes to dinner with Dana, Dana pays. Scott Coker goes to dinner with Khabib, Khabib pays. But what do you think about this? Khabib said something like this.
For Eagle FC.
We're gonna have a big show here again.
So low.
July, we're gonna have a good show. We have some good news, but we're gonna come out.
You would think by now Khabib would know how to... A couple of times they were pushing the mic towards his face. It's like, come on, Khabib. What are we doing? Talking to the fucking mic. Like, what are we... Like, you were like one of the most dominating fighters that ever walked inside of an octagon. And here you are just mumbling. Dude, you should be fucking walking out with your cock hanging out of your pants.
Later, a little bit. We're gonna have some fights with kickboxing rules.
Kickboxing goals anyway. He wants to do something with Dos Santos versus Fedor. If Dos Santos beats Yorgan De Castro, which most likely will happen, he would love to do like some sort of crossover thing with Eagle FC and Bellator. I think that is a fantastic idea. I love it. Now Eagle FC is getting my attention. Now I am interested. You know, when you have organizations teaming up together to try to compete for the UFC eyes, let's go. Now, it's very early. It's not like Fedor versus Dos Santos is going to fucking get 1 million pay-per-view buys or anything like that. It's not going to happen. But if these organizations keep combining and doing like, quote-unquote, their best fighter versus another organization's best fighter, people are going to start saying, oh, okay, like one championship, you know, playing around with that. It gets interesting. It gets interesting because if you team up with these other organizations, you can't beat them on your own. Like Eagle FC is not going to beat the UFC in ratings. Bellator can't beat the UFC in ratings. What's it called? ONE FC is not going to do it. But if you work together, you have a better shot. Competition's good. Competition just provides us as fans better fights. I love the UFC. They're the top dog. No matter what, I'll always go UFC before anything else. But who knows? Maybe if you could pull these other organizations together, work together, you know, maybe you could do something. Right now on your own, you're not doing shit. So let me know what you think. Would you like to see Eagle FC versus Bellator? Would you like to see something like that? Vigo Mas wishes he had some collabs. What happened, kid? Was never a fan of gay dude porn. Is there a full moon out? Hold on, let me see. I'm assuming there's a full moon. There's got to be, right? Because weird things have been going the last couple of days. Is there a full moon? Let's see.
Here is information from Royal Museums Greenwich.
When's the next full moon? When's the next full moon?
According to NASA Solar
April
System
16th.
exploration, the next
Is there a full moon now? Is there a full moon now?
According to space.com, the next full full moon will occur on Monday, May 16th at 12:14 a.m.
Oh, so Monday there was?
Full the night before and after its peak to the casual stargazer. The April full moon is also known as the full flower moon.
Okay. Well, next month's the flower moon. There was an eclipse. I did see people put pictures of some weird eclipse going on. The blood moon. I do have this weird thing with the moon. I don't know what it is, but Hooper's sleeping on the job. No, he'll be on in about 20 minutes. We'll have a Chase on. And it actually works out better because in the beginning of the show, it takes a little time for you guys to get in here. So I'll show you a full moon, Moss. Hold on. Let me get my pants off. Oh, thank you. Khabib to Scott Coker after dinner. You know I deserve this, brother. Let's talk now. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to put a poll in there. Would you like to see an Eagle FC verse Okay, let's ask the community. Alrighty. Imagine witnessing the moon bounce off the earth. I love the moon. I'm a Cancer. We love the water, bro. Been watching you keep up with it. I love y'all's show, man. I work every Friday and Saturday night, so I got you and Jess in the ears. That's awesome, man. John Jarrell, thank you. That's pretty awesome. Sometimes I listen to us in the ears, and I want to vomit. So the fact that you do that is amazing. That's absolutely wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sometimes I listen back, because I like to say, okay, what should I do next time? So I'll listen back to some of the stuff. But I can't, like lately I haven't been able to listen. I try, but I can't. Sometimes I just can't do it, because I can't listen to myself. I don't know how you guys do it. Awesome idea. Both would be great coaches too, I believe. Yeah, I think. Oh, what about that? Yeah. So you're saying coaches. Are we talking about Tough again? We're going back to Tough. All right, let's see the initial ones here. Would you like to see Eagle FC and Bellator crossover? Let's put the poll up. For the peeps. Poll for the peeps. Ready for the poll for the peeps? Here it is. So right now, 77% would like it. All right, we'll leave that up for a little bit. Get some votes in on that. Curious what people think about this. Now, what do you guys think about this card coming up Saturday? Now, it's going to get more interesting because we got Chase coming on. It's always awesome. We have a guest coming on fight week. He's cutting weight and shit, and he comes on to fight Saturday. That's completely savage. That's savagery. So that's interesting. But what do you think overall as we go to the card of Holly Holm versus Ketlen Vieira? Thank you, Prospector Rod. Keep up the great work. Always look forward to the commentary by you and Jess. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. The moon was a mini planet named Thea. Am I saying that right? Thea? And hit the earth. Is that true? I don't even... I'll skip this card. Seems boring, says the mind of OPEX. Not the best. I like the preacher's daughter. Okay. All right. So let's look at this thing. Let's take a peek at this card. What really stands out? Now, you have Holly Holm versus Ketlen Vieira. I got to be honest with you. Holly Holm headlining cards. I like Holly Holm. I have no hate for Holly in any way. It's just I've been subjected to some fights of Holly where it's just like, fuck. This is just like, it just feels like it's a guarantee for a decision. So Holly headlining cards isn't, my favorite. Let me just say that. And like I said, I was in the building for UFC 208, and it takes two to tango. But I mean, what in Holly versus Betch Correia? I mean, what the fuck? You got the finish, but it was just like the ref had to step in and say, "Girls, do something." If you don't want to listen to yourself talk, then just don't listen to yourself talk. We love you for being your authentic self and seeing you react to a moment. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that. That's really nice of you. It really is. Listen, I'll take any nice comment you want to give me. I'll definitely take those comments. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's weird. I used to listen to all of our shows back in the beginning, like the first year and a half. Every fucking show from minute 1 to minute whenever we finish the show. Whoa, even if it was like a fucking 8-hour show, I would watch and listen back to our reactions and interviews and just crazy shows. I would listen to them all, because I feel if you're creating something, if you don't want to listen to it, then other people aren't going to want to listen to it, right? So that's how I felt. Maybe it's difficult now because with having a child, you know, it becomes tricky. The only time I can listen back is when I'm at the gym. And sometimes I need music. Sometimes, you know, besides my own voice, I go crazy hearing myself. I already have to hear myself think, so then hear my dopey voice back, it drives me nuts. But I try to listen back as much as I can, because I feel it gives me ideas for the next show, bits, gimmicks, and interviews, questions, stuff like that. So if you're making content, listen to yourself back, especially when you're super duper small, when you're just starting. Listen to yourself back. If you don't want to listen to your own show, if you can't sit through it, it's time to go back to the drawing board. Glover said this is probably his last year fighting. I can see it. When did he say that? On he was on a podcast recently. I don't remember what he was on. He was on, with Luke Thomas or something. Was that the one? Luke Thomas? I think it was. By the way, our members over there, a big thank you to the members over there. I think we're down, I think it's like 10 members. It keeps on going up and down. This number's wrong. I gotta fucking change this. I'm gonna do it right now. So it's the accurate number. The accurate number. But we're adding different packages to our memberships, and we're gonna put a creator package together, because a lot of people are wanting to start their own content as well. So we're gonna add different packages where we can kind of help you guys out too. But that'll be dropping very soon. Let me change this really quick. Because it could drive me nuts. Member goal, because I want to get that fucking chicken nugget. I'm dying for some chicken nuggets. Okay. So 150. I'm just gonna put chicken nugget emoji. Okay, the goal amount is 150. And starting amount is 140. So yeah, we're at 140 members right now. 02. Okay. All right. Here we go. Chicken nugget emoji. There we go. So 10 more members, we get the chicken nugget emoji. It keeps on fluctuating because people drop out and whatever. So that's where we're at right now. Chris is very proud of the fact that he was able to attract a young, healthy, fertile female companion. Yes. That's my claim to fame. Nobody wants to touch your package. That's your wife's job. Leave us. Oh, Tropic. Tropic Tom is the best. I don't know what to say sometimes. I mean, it's just, I feel like Tropic Tom would be fantastic on Full House. You know, like cut it out. Like, I feel like he is the fourth father on Full House. Like, it would be fantastic if they brought Full House back. Tropic Tom needs to be on it for sure. Then I'd watch it. I'd finally watch it. Let's look at this over here. 70% would like to see Eagle FC cross over with Bellator. So look at that. Look at that. Wow, people are into it. I do wish that the UFC would do some crossover stuff again, but that's not going to happen. Not gonna happen. All right, let's look back at this card. Thank you, Ice Viking. Appreciate that, man. You gotta. You know what it is? I am lucky. I am very lucky for sure. I am lucky because not many people get second, third chances. You know, I was telling Jesse last night. Hetfield, Drunk Savage posted this in the Discord. James Hetfield, like one of my heroes. Are you alive? How does it feel to be alive? I can't hear you. And then everyone's just going, I'll never forget, man. I saw Metallica a million times, but he had this thing. How does it feel to be alive? And he says it a lot now. But I'll never forget the first time I heard it. And I was like, it fucking feels great. It does. Like, I was at this concert. I'm like, it feels great to be alive. I love living. Living is fantastic. Nothing better. So now, you know, fast forward to now, Hetfield had a breakdown in Brazil. And those of you who don't know, James Hetfield, the lead singer, guitarist, Metallica. He had like a mental breakdown where he's like, I'm getting too old for this shit. And, you know, everyone had to kind of, like, could you imagine, like, I think he was doing The Unforgiven or something. Like, that was the song he was playing. And my man just starts crying or some shit. I turned to Jess. I'm like, this is a guy that gave me the fucking balls to do anything crazy in life. Like, in my band, podcasting, anything, DJing, like anything that I did that I felt uncomfortable with at any moment. I just think of James Hetfield. How does it feel to be alive? You know, and everyone's like,
wonderful.
But now he's having a mental breakdown. He's having that moment in life where he's just fucking shutting down. And I looked at Jesse. I'm like, I'm going to have that moment. I'm like, that's going to happen to me. I'm going to have this fucking moment where I just mentally break down. Like, I make fun of the worst things possible out there. I joke around. I cover any of my insecurities with humor. And one day, we're just going to be doing a show. Like, we're going to have, like, fucking thousands of people watching. We're going to be doing a fight reaction, one of the biggest cards ever. And I'm just going to have a fucking breakdown. Just a fucking mental breakdown. Oh, God. Once in the chat if you're down for that. Okay. But anyway, yeah, it's weird, man. When you see people, everyone's human. That's why if you ever meet a celebrity, don't go fucking crazy. Like, don't like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, some people just see celebrities and they go bonkers. Don't. They're humans. They're humans. I guess everyone has I'm too old for this shit moments as Bruce Banner. Yeah. Well, Hetfield's got demons for sure. Just mental abuse, family of Cam. What?
Wonderful.
What does that even mean?
That is the sound clip that they absolutely must play at Hatfield's funeral. How does it feel to be alive?
There you go. That's good. That's good right there. Could you imagine? He's dead. The fucking the coffin's open. He's just laying there like this. And it's like sad music's playing. We'd like to play a clip of a moment from James Hetfield where he inspired the bunch of his fans and us as artists. Got the clip? Are you alive? How does it feel to be alive? Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? That'd be nuts. All right, let's move on. We're in overtime. So I got a couple of minutes before I call up Chase. Oh, fuck. I'm going to play a word from our sponsors. Take a leak. I'm going to come back. We're going to have Chase Hooper on. I'll be right back. Are you alive? All right, stand by.
Let's be honest, when it comes to underwear, there's nothing more important than comfort. Why empty your pockets for generic underwear that loses comfort, quality, and style when you can slip into a pair of Sheath and get even more out of your daily wear? With Sheath underwear, you can treat your jewels like royalty as they are given their own private sanctum, keeping them secure and you in a state of bliss. Get 20% off Sheath now using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES with the link in the description below.
And for the ladies?
Absolutely! Sheath isn't just for men. Ladies can now experience Sheath's style, comfort, and functionality too. Sheath for women is crafted using a signature modal elastane fabric blend for form-fitting breathability that will not affect the natural pH environment or the microclimate of the skin while producing that long-lasting, unimpeded comfort. Use promo code MMA-Holes, MMA-HOLES, for 20% off at sheathunderwear.com.
UndisputedBelts.com. Oh, God, help me. Thank God I went to a break on that when I had a little bit of a meltdown. had a minor meltdown. The Rangers just lost. Carolina scored in overtime. 2 unanswered goals. Rangers are winning the 90% of that game. And fucking Carolina, all season they've been tough on the Rangers. That's a rough one. That is a rough one. All right, I'm going to take this poll down. It looks like we're all on the same page here. We want to see this. Eagle FC versus Bellator. Across it over. Let's go. Come on. Oh, Khabib is back. You didn't know? Come on. Did not show. I mean, you didn't hear the news? Someone fill them in. I mean, I can't do another hour of that stuff. We're going to call up Chase really soon. Okay. Okay. So a fight that's going down this Saturday. This is the first time Chase is fighting. I got to ask him about this too. First time fighting on a fight night. He's usually fighting on pay-per-view cards. Kid's only 22 years old. Back in action again against a Felipe Colares. This is going down here. Now, Chase is a lot bigger than Felipe. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Felipe used to be a bantamweight. So Felipe is moving up in this fight. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see what Chase could do. He's trying to bounce back off his last loss. Although Steven Peterson missed weight in this fight at Fat Fook. He beat Peter Barrett, and Alex Caceres was a loss too. Alex is on a nice run as well, so that's not too bad. Daniel Tamor was his first fight in the UFC. So coming from Titan FC, he comes in. Daniel Tamor just annihilated him, beating the fuck out of him. That was 2 years and 5 months ago. The guy was barely 20. Was he even 20? Yeah, he was I think he was 20. I don't think he was 19 in that fight. I think he was 20 years old. So his last fight was 11 months ago. We're going to get Chase on the horn now. See if we can get him over here. Like I said before at the beginning of the show, Chase was having trouble. We had him on the line. It was coming in clear, but he was in the sauna, and that's like the kiss of death. The sauna is rough. So I know, hopefully, it's always tough, man. These guys are just trying to cut weight, and us knuckleheads are trying to have him on our show. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can get. Let's give it a go. Let's try to get him on the horn. Try to get the hoops. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have contact.
I think we're good. Let's see.
Oh.
Let me throw the video on.
Yes!
Hey, so much better now.
We did it, Chase. We did it, buddy.
Wonderful.
Hey, Chase, how was that sauna session over there?
It's hot. I think it was like 170 or something crazy like that. I think that's what it said. I've never seen a sauna that high. It was rough. But yeah, good time. Wi-Fi was so terrible in there. I was not expecting that.
I tell you what, man, you are shredded, by the way. If I was gay, I would jump on you right now. I mean, you're looking good, bud.
Hey, thank you. It's the only couple of weeks where I get to be shredded, and then I'm like, baby fat the rest of the year, so I gotta enjoy it while I can.
I'm gonna show a picture of you by the pool with your fanny pack over here. I mean, you are looking. The ladies must be all over you right now.
Yeah, my missus is right next to me. So
shit. I'm sorry. By the way, so how long have you been dating for? I noticed you do have a girlfriend, right?
Wife, actually. I've been with her since before my contender fight, so been 4 or 5 years. Yeah, been a minute.
Wow. So you have been married. Let me try to do the math here. So you were married, what, at 18?
No, we got married in like August, so it's coming up on what, 8-10 months, something like that.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at you. I'm always fascinated by that. Like, I was a man that made many mistakes throughout my life, but here you are. You got it all together. You got the wife. You're a professional fighter in the UFC. I mean, how does it get any better than that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it does. Just, I guess, winning fights all the time.
How do you mature so quickly? I mean, it is insane. Usually guys are knuckleheads and they don't know how to find themselves until they're in their 30s, their 40s.
I don't know. I just grew up in the gym, just, getting, like, put in my place since I was a little kid. Like, there's really no, you can't think you're any better than you are in the gym. So, like, the ego kind of goes away. I feel like that definitely helped out a lot for me.
What's it like having Ben Askren as your dad?
It's good. He's kind of neglectful, though. I tried to. I was in Detroit for the NCAA championships, and he was ducking us. He wouldn't come out of his fucking. He wouldn't come out of his like suite at the arena. And he was like, "Sorry, I flew back home," but it's what it is.
He's like a deadbeat dad. This guy, huh?
Pretty much, dude.
Do you keep contact with him at all, or no?
Text him every now and again. Yeah. Actually, I got to meet up with him for a little bit in Detroit at another wrestling show that he was like commentating at. But just a little bit of back and forth. He likes my tweets a decent bit, so
I tell you, you surround yourself with all the right people. I saw you with Wonder Boy over there. We had the pleasure of talking to him briefly not too long ago, and his gym is kick ass. You've been hanging out over there?
Yeah, it's a great gym. It's like a world-class facility. It's crazy to, go someplace like small town South Carolina, and then there's just this huge, football field sized facility with, everything from, 3 or 4 classes are able to go on at once. They have a boxing ring, they have a cage, they have bags, strength and conditioning coach, hot, cold tanks. Like, they have everything. And, they have really high level sparring out there, and that's, it's been good going out there, getting good training, and getting different working, different strikers, different wrestlers, and yeah, everybody's super hospitable out there. They keep like a good gym culture. It's not like still got a very small gym feel to it. Everybody's very like connected, so it's cool.
That is pretty. And having a young guy like you coming in there with your grappling has got to help out them as well, right?
Yeah, I feel like I get to help out a little bit, throw them some more jiu-jitsu side of things as far as the looks go, and then yeah, it's been a good back and forth, I feel, overall.
Can we see you coming out in this fight like Wonder Boy, that little hoppity thing, or no?
I don't think I have the what. I think his dad opened the gym like right when he's born, so I don't think I have the like 38, 39 years of boxing experience, but hopefully picking a couple things that are, suited for my style and my body type. We got pretty similar body types, if not me being a little longer for my weight class. So, it's cool. And he was really taking the time to help work with me while I was down there. So, yeah, it's been great. Hopefully I'll be showing some good stuff off this fight.
You have some following, man. Like, even in our community, I see on your social media, I mean, you got legit fans at 22 years of age in the UFC. How do you keep it all together? You said before that you started at a young age. Was it a very disciplined family that you grew up in?
No, kind of chaotic, ironically, but the gym was just kind of my discipline side of things, and it was just I don't know, I liked doing it, and I just made it something that I did every day. But I don't know, I don't really see myself as the young guy anymore. I try not to, at least. I feel like that gives me like an out. So I just try to see myself as just another fighter. But obviously I have something that helps me stick out, which is my age, my not looking like a fighter, not talking like a fighter necessarily. So it's I take it for what it's worth, and I'm thankful for the experience so far.
I bet. Yeah, I mean, you're like a veteran now. I mean, 4 fights already in the UFC. You're going on your 5th fight. This is wild. Now, I did notice that you were on all pay-per-views, and here you are on a fight night. Is it any difference between fight night and pay-per-view, or are you going at it the same?
No, not too different. I guess the biggest bonus is that bonuses are more easily attainable, I guess. Like, I've been on these crazy cards. I was on Usman Covington 1, Max Volk 1, all these crazy cards, Moreno Figgy, Tony Ferguson, Charles Oliveira. I've been on these cards with these crazy fights. So the bonuses are like non-existent for any of the prelim guys. So, at least going into a fight night, it's going to be, maybe a better chance. And then, I've been on a lot of the like COVID cards at the Apex. This is my 3rd time at the Apex. So it's, you really know what to expect out here from that type of environment. It's pretty laid back. Can't complain.
That's pretty awesome. Now, right now, you're on your way from the Apex. That's where you were at the sauna?
I was at the PI, which is,
okay,
kitty corner. It's right next to it.
Okay.
But, just getting a workout in, getting a little bit of sauna in at the end of that, and then back home for the night and start the weight cut in the morning.
So how does this work? In the car, who's with you right now?
I got my coach driving, my training partner Shane. He's in the co-pilot seat. The missus right next to me here, and I just get driven around because I can't rent a car yet.
Who is the funniest guy in that car right now? Who would you say out of the 4 of you?
Probably me. I'm just kidding.
Your missus over there, does she mind being on camera or no?
Yeah, I don't think she minds.
Hi, nice to meet you. Tell me about Chase. What's the dirtiest secret you could give me about Chase right now?
I can think of a few.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I know, not a little pressure.
If you can't give a secret, I'm going to have Chase give a secret about you, okay?
I know. What's a good one?
All right, what is like a guilty pleasure of Chase?
Chase, my family makes fun of him a lot because like they'll give him some like chocolate covered almonds or something for Christmas. They think it's gonna last like a month, and he eats it that day. The whole container.
Like 5
like
pounds.
a 5-pound container.
For sure. I hit the Patty Pimblett in the off season a little bit.
Okay, not that bad, but like.
So you're a binge eater then, right? When you're stressed, or you just like to eat?
I just love to eat. Yeah, really any time. Like I eat when I'm bored. I eat when I'm happy. Eat when I'm sad. Caffeine and sugar are my 2 vices for sure. My top 2.
So at 145, 6'1", correct? I mean, that has got to be tricky to constantly hit that weight. Is the goal to go up down the road, or are you looking to stay here?
Definitely going up in the future. I started out quite a bit smaller, in my contender fight. That was my first time ever making 145, and I was walking around. I think I cut water weight from like 149. So, I started out crazy small for the division, and now I'm getting towards the much bigger end of it. So it's, the weight cut's been getting slowly bigger and bigger each time, and it's just trying to not stay here too long, but also not jump up too quick. And that's kind of the hard thing when everybody's cutting, 20, 30, 40 pounds. So trying to figure that out right now.
And the guy you're fighting is he's coming from bantamweight, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, I assume, you know, obviously I saw him around earlier today for a sec. He's not crazy big, but the guys that don't have to cut a ton of weight are able to really just focus on the cardio. So, you know, obviously he's going to be a little smaller, but, you know, he might be a little faster, might have good cardio. But, you know, is what it is.
Were you mean mugging each other? Was there a little hostility when you were staring at each other?
No, I don't really do that. It's just a polite, respectful nod, I guess, of like, how's it going, you know?
That's got to be such a weird feeling. I couldn't imagine that. I'm a pussy, so I couldn't be like, I'll see you Saturday for the fight. I would be shitting my pants. But you're looking at this guy over here. He's trying to take what you got. You're trying to take what he's got. So, I mean, in your head, there's got to be some like, I'm going to fuck this guy up. Like, or is it just competition?
I don't know. The nice thing is now I get to focus on the weight cut, so that, like, for the most part, so I don't really have to think too much about, like, you know, punching his face or anything until, you know, after weigh-ins. Then I start getting more focused towards that side of things. But I don't know. I've always been pretty mellow and able to kind of, I think, not freak out and, like, not go super aggro at that type of stuff. Like, we're just kind of doing our job at this point. And, you know, I actually was talking to Alex Caceres, who I fought. You know, I was talking to him in January. I was on a grappling show with him, and he was saying, like, he always fights out of love or something, which I thought was a little weird. I'm not quite on that page. But he's like, oh, you know, I love the fact that I get to fight people, and then, like, I need them to make money, that type of thing. But, you know, not quite there, but I would say I respect everybody that I fight, and, like, I'm pretty mellow with them.
Do you plan at the when you're doing the weigh-ins or your face-offs, the whole deal, do you plan on trying to do something to get into his head? I always believe that if you guys are out there, like, that's very important to face-off, right? When you're looking into another guy's eyes. Do you buy into any of that? Do you try to pull some, like, weakness out of your opponent?
No, I do the, I think it was Boss Rutan who, I think he said that he always looks at, like, the bridge of people's nose.
Okay.
Like, he never makes eye contact. I don't know. It's just a weird thing like that. I just don't like making eye contact with dudes like that. Like, when they're trying to be intense, it just feels weird.
Gotcha. And why did they not have you at the media scrum today? I was waiting patiently to see you on that dais. What happened?
I don't know. Didn't have a slot for me. I don't know. I don't mind.
They knew you were going to be on the MMA-Holes, so they're like, oh, this is, I mean, that's why, right?
For sure. The important ones are already taken care of.
Well, Chase, listen, I know you're a busy man, and we're probably going to cut out over here. You guys going to have wild sex now? What's going to happen now?
Ooh, no, not during fight week, dude. Not in weight cut, you know.
No, so
it's very hard on my end. Very difficult.
So hard meaning what? What are you talking about? The weight cut or you're a boner? What are we talking about?
Not hard, for sure.
Okay. Well, listen, I hope when you win this fight, I hope you have the most passionate sex you've ever had. What do you say?
Hey, I appreciate that.
Chase, thanks for coming.
I'll be you for sure.
Is your corner having sex after this, or what's going on here?
I hope not. Easy, I hope not.
Where's the after party?
Where's the after party? Ooh, I don't know. Let's win first, and I'll go get a nice dinner. I think I'm fighting at like 1 p.m., so it's crazy early. Have a nice supper or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, Chase, hey, man, it's nice getting to know you. When you're done fighting, love to have you back on with a full belly. How's that sound?
Hey, sounds great, for sure.
Good luck, man. Good luck. We're really rooting for you over here, okay?
Hey, appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Thanks. Chase Hooper live on the MMA-Holes. Let's go, baby. Very nice. Look at that. Chase Hooper. What a specimen right there. Man, oh, man. What do you guys think in the chat? I always, listen, I'm the last person you want to talk to when you're in the middle of fighting the first fight. You're in the middle of cutting weight, and I'm asking all these dopey questions. But I think you guys are fans now, right? If you weren't a fan before, you got to be a fan now. Chase Hooper, and he's going to have some crazy sex with his wife after the fight. This poor guy just wants to have a sandwich. I always say the weirdest shit. Well, what am I going to say? Hey, how's the cut going? What are you going to do in this fight against your opponent? I have a million questions, but I was like, had it back to the wall, man. The poor guy was he literally just got out of the fucking sauna. Like, and then he had to do this shit. He hates me. He hates me. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Help me out. Seems like a good kid. Yeah, think about 22 years old. Already has 4 fights in the UFC with 2 wins. Both of those wins finishes. One of the losses. See, I wanted to talk more about this stuff, but, you know, listen. The dude's cutting weight, for God's sakes. These guys don't want to come on a show. Like, literally. I mean, we're talking. We're right there. He's got to cut weight on Friday, for God's sakes. But there, with the losses here, he loses to Steven Peterson. But this guy, he came in heavy. Still took the fight. Loses to Alex Caceres, unanimous decision. But Alex is a boss, man. Alex went on some tear after that. So the 2 losses aren't necessarily bad losses. And when you lose to your second UFC fight, they give you Bruce Leroy. Your second fight. What, 21 years old at the time? I mean, it's pretty wild. This kid is something else, man. Now he's on his 5th UFC fight, 22 years of age, looking to get it done. I might have to put some money on him. He's the underdog. Oh, God, not easy being a professional. No, not at all, man. I have nothing but respect for them, for sure. First and last interview, just kidding. Yeah, it's a good sense of humor. Yeah, I did notice. So here's the thing. I do scope out a little bit to see if they have a sense of humor. And I did notice he does have a sense of humor. In fact, the reason why I came on the show is because of Drunk Savage putting out a goofy tweet. But if you look at Chase's, I mean, Chase has, this is what he has pinned on his Twitter. By the way, next week we have Randy Brown coming on. He's not going to be cutting weight when we have him on, so that's going to be, we'll have him have full attention. But I mean, this is how you know Chase got a good sense of humor. This is hilarious. Look at this. So you might recognize. Remember the Detroit guy that gives all that crazy self-defense advice? Well, Chase did his own.
All right. So what I'm gonna do here? He's trying to rob you. Knock him over here. All right. So here, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna have the barrel pointed away from my vital organs here. So down. All right, you guys. So here's what you're actually gonna do when faced with a gunman confronting you, trying to rob you. Okay, sir. Here's my wallet. Okay. Other pocket here. Have my keys. And I got the AirPods here. Purple case. Registrations in my car. You can have it. You can go to my house. You can take whatever my stuff you want. And we're good. Alright, so.
He took one off the back of the head. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. He's also the guy that, let's see if I can find this. You ever see the Jorge Masvidal thing? It's pretty funny. He's also this guy. So he clearly has a sense of humor.
All right, so I got one question for you. Why'd you do that to my dad?
Who's your dad?
My father is Ben Askren. Shout out.
What? Hey, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to, bro. That's really your dad?
No.
Oh, okay, bro.
Well, yes for the video, yes.
Thanks a lot, man.
There it is. And he's like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I put a knee through your dad's fucking skull. There you go. So here's what I say to the chat, the MMA holes out here. If you like a fighter, tag them, tag us, the MMA holes, at the MMA holes, the MMA holes, and link it up, baby, because we slide into a ton of DMs. We're putting in the work too, but sometimes we need a little help from our friends. If you want to see a specific fighter, just slide into their DMs or tag us, tag them, and we can work it out. There you go. All right, so Chase Hooper coming on. What do you think? Should we place the bet now is the next question. I kind of don't hate this bet. You got my man coming off a loss, Felipe. Loses a split decision to Chris Gutierrez. Got a win versus Luke Sanders and then a loss to Montel Jackson. Before that, a win to Mingo. He's due for a win, yes, but he's moving up in weight to fight Mr. Chase. Chase Hooper's a plus 140. I think this is a good fucking bet. I truly do. Now, I need some help here because I don't know why we listened to our friend Cinnamon. No, not Cinnamon. I said it was Cinnamon's mom. I was completely wrong about that. It was another caller's mom. So I apologize to Cinnamon's mom. It was another caller's mom that told us to bet against Holly Holm. So whoever that caller is, tell me in the chat. But to bet on Ketlen Vieira, I feel very not confident about that bet. She's sitting at a plus 195, and I hope she wins. But yeah. So I'm thinking Chase. I think Chase might be a pretty good under. Let's look at my bookie. Where's Chase sit? Chase at plus 155. I tell you what, let me know. Should I make the bet? Should I make the bet? Yes or no? Chase Hooper coming in against Felipe Colares. Chase has a pretty big size differential. Look at this thing. Chase is 6'1", 75.5 reach. Guy's fighting is 5'8", 69.5 inch reach. Now, if it goes to the ground, it really doesn't matter, but that's massively a huge difference. So let's see what the chat says. He's at a plus 155. Bet on Chase. Chase only wins by finish. Judges don't care. Has size and the age. Yeah, he's got enough experience to, it's not like his first fight, right? In the UFC. He's experienced victory. He's experienced defeat. Moving up just means he is not cutting weight. Yeah, that's what Chase said too, right? He is fighting at a more healthy weight. So he's going to be not as depleted as Chase. So that is something to take into consideration for sure. Chase can finish on the ground. Go with Hoop. Always bet on Spider-Man. What? Look, you need to make a 200K payout parlays like Sanosi. That way you know what to expect. I know, right? Sanosi always goes in knowing he's going to lose the parlay. Here I am just trying to slowly chip away. I'm trying to get the Nelk boys on here, bro. All right, keep trying. I was laughing. Remember when the Nelk boys, to those that pay attention to any of that stuff, you remember when the Nelk boys were, hold on, let's catch up on this stuff here. A new subscriber. It's unisex. What is it? Unique. What is this? Unique X Slayer? I thought it was Unisex Slayer. Unique X Slayer. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that.
Oh, super chat.
Slow DK coming in.
Joff is an affliction t-shirt. Mose is a tap out shirt.
I did used to wear tap out. I can't front. I used to wear tap out back in the day. Yeah, I did. When I was first watching the UFC, I was one of those guys. But now I'm head rush. That's right. Shout out to Drunk Savage. Now I'm head rush all day. What were we talking about now? Fuck. I totally lost my train of thought. Well, thank you for the donation. I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. So we're talking about making this bet, and then there was something else I was going to go into. And yeah, lost my whole train. I don't know. It mustn't have been that funny. Or who knows. I love the original betting. Yeah, it was on Chase, but it was something else. I was going to go into this whole thing. And I can't remember what the fuck it was. Oh, Nelk Boys. There we go. J. Will, thank you. Thank God you guys pay attention, man. My memory is horrific, and I'm also kicked in the head from the Rangers losing in overtime. It just drives me nuts. But here's something that's funny. So Nelk Boys put out something that they wanted to have a Nelk produced, I guess a Nelk MMA podcast. Like they wanted to get talent, MMA, podcast talent to do a show that was under the Nelk umbrella. It was a big opportunity for a lot of people because Nelk is massive right now, right? And if you don't know who Nelk is, it's those kids that run around cracking drinks and drinking alcohol out of the side of a can and making millions of dollars. So more power to them for that. But yeah, people were going online and they said, hey man, if you want to be, the podcast, let us know on Twitter. And every MMA podcast was sucking the Dioc of the Nelk Boys, just sucking and sucking and sucking the dick over and over again. And I basically threw something in there, but it was basically like, beg us and we'll do your fucking show, because I knew that nothing was going to come out of it. And sure enough, months pass, right? Not a bleep, not a word. There is no Nelk MMA podcast. What happened? Nothing. So all those people that went on Twitter and simped and was like, oh, please, pick me. Pick me. Nelk Boys, please. I'll suck your cock. Let me get a chance. All those people that, it's on the internet of you sucking their dick and they didn't fucking choose anybody. Oh, guys, do not beg. Do not beg. Don't do it. Even if you're desperate, do not fucking beg. Don't do it. Have some sort of self-respect, for God's sakes. Be true to yourself. Believe in yourself and not suck someone's cock to get by in life. Like, what are we doing? The only cock I suck is my chat's cock because they give me donations. So I'll suck all their cocks for donations. But other than that, would you stop it? I mean, Jesus. Crazy. Not even a peep from the Nelk Boys. All right, I'm going to make the bet. Now I'm going to suck B-Man's cock.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Whip it out, baby.
Moss, if you start slamming double shots of apple cider vinegar, you'll be just as famous.
Yeah, I know. I just start downing drinks and then, you know. We don't have one viral video on this channel. We grew organically, very slow. I mean, not really. If you think about it, 5 years, 61K, not bad. Not too bad. It's not a viral sensation of where we have 1 million subscribers in a year. You know, we didn't do anything like that. But I kind of dig this. Slow burn, grow the community, you know, lay the foundation and slowly build that up. I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. Thank you, B-Man, for the wonderful, wonderful donation.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Appreciate that. And thank you, B-Man, Slow DK, Tropic Tom, Life and Logic. Wonderful, wonderful peoples supporting our show. All right, let's go to the bets. As we did have Chase Hooper on. He was nice enough to come on while he was in the middle of cutting weight. I'm going to place the bet. Let's go. Respect to you, life. Connor C. Dead people. I'm viral to you? Hell yeah. Okay, here we go. I don't know what that means, but hell fucking yeah. All right, here we go. Let me log into this puppy over here and get it going. By the way, mybookie.ag, promo code MMA-HOLES. Tomorrow is Jessie's birthday, by the way. We won't be live, but it is Jessie's birthday, so make sure you send her your happy birthdays. Okay, so Chase Hooper straight up. We're going to do a hundo on Mr. Hoops. You win $155. Good luck to Chase Hooper. I really hope he wins his fight. It's his second fight on the card. I have become an instant fan. And here we go. We are placing the bet on mybookie.ag. Let's go. 26. Turning 26 years old. Okay. All righty. Now, if I lose these bets, I'm gonna go to Twitter and start sucking the Nelk Boys' cocks. Did you see that Conor has his eyes set on a return? I did see that. We haven't jumped fully on the Conor train yet. I'm waiting. I need something substantial, like an actual real date. I'm waiting for a real opponent. But Conor did tweet this, and you know, if this floats your boat. By the way, some people out there thinking there was a Conor interview that went around in his pub. The Mac Life did it, and it's been circling or back around again, and people are thinking that it just happened. It didn't. This is an old interview where he called out Kamaru Usman. We spoke about it months ago, or a month ago and a half ago. I don't remember how long it was. But here's Conor, and so, you know, hey, I got to get some engagement out there, so what do? The date of my return is ... So having people talk on his Twitter, get what he's doing there. And then my next fight is ... The
only important birthday is the 18th. Then you have to start all over again. Ask Pat Berry.
Thank you, Tropic Tom. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Appreciate that. So yeah, with Conor, I gotta wait. I need to hold on. Even with Nate too, it's like, I know we're talking about potential matchups and blah blah blah. It's just so much you could talk about potential matchups. Listen, I want Conor versus Tony. I think Conor Ferguson's the fight. They don't even have to sell that shit. Conor says he has his eyes set on somebody. He's locked and loaded. So I think he does have a plan of attack for his return. But until he truly announces, like, legitimately what's going to happen, or the UFC confirms it, you know. Conor versus Dustin 4, you never know. It's not impossible. It seems, I mean, Dustin lost to Charles. Dustin might want to, I mean, Dustin's living good right now. His house, he's living in a mansion right now. He's doing great. He's got multiple houses, right? So DP is doing great, and why not collect another massive check? Conor versus Cowboy 2. You know what? That should be Cowboy's retirement fight. I'm down with that. Although they did book Lozon Cowboy again. They're running that. They're trying to get it going. I said that last time. It's a good tune-up for Conor. Which one? They doing Volk Holloway 4. Yeah, that's happening. That is going down. That is going down. Conor comes back. Who cares who he fights? We all, you know, it's Silvercall. You're right. You're 100% right. It does not matter who he fights. It's just a matter when he returns and when do we get the show. You know, the whole lead up in the circus. Can't stand P-Head. Something about him and Volk. All right, Dustin Diamond. You know what? It's not that I can't stand Dustin. It's just he's not one of my top faves. You know, I don't hate him. I don't hate Volk either. I respect both of those guys. But yeah, I mean, I don't say, oh, can't wait. You know, I usually need some sort of dance partner to make it interesting. I'm not mad at the Dustin Wonderboy fight. Give DP a fun, big fight. Dustin versus Wonderboy is kind of interesting, right? If Dustin says, all right, fuck it, we'll do it. It just means nothing. You know, that's the thing. So if it's a mean nothing fight, I kind of would rather have like Nate in the mix at 170. You know, I don't know. I need something. Wonderboy, Dustin Poirier at 170 is interesting, but I don't know. It just doesn't really, like, what does the winner get? Nothing. They don't go anywhere in their rankings. It just stays still. It's not like they get a big payday. It's a bizarre thing. Chandler and Conor at 170 is going to be a banger, and Volk should move up to lightweight. I think it's inevitable. I think Volk, if he keeps defending, I think he will move up. Can't stand Puke Tube. Simps Stalk McTapper. Conor versus Wonderboy Thompson. You know what's funny? Wonderboy, when we started this channel and we did the Gotham magazine shoot, I got to release that whole thing. We have like a whole video of Wonderboy and Chris Wyman that I wasn't allowed to release because of the company that I was working with. But now I think I could let it go. I should release it. Wonderboy was being interviewed. Like, I did the interviews. So Wonderboy was being interviewed about Conor when Conor was mega. You know, like, we're talking superstar Conor. I mean, he's a superstar now, but I'm saying when he was actually winning. And Wonderboy was like, he wanted his name in that hat. Like, he really wanted to fight Conor. Like, he was foaming at the mouth for that thing. At the time, it was a very interesting fight. Like, right now, I mean, I don't know if it really, I mean, it's interesting to watch, but I don't think it really means anything. Who do you think win between Dustin versus Colby? I think Colby would win. Yeah, and I think Dustin should back out immediately. Like, I know he's saying he wouldn't turn it down, but when he backpedaled on Ariel and said he wouldn't want to give him, you know, any of his clout, share his clout, I mean, Dustin should just not even speak the name. Folks should be cranking at least $500,000 per defense. Just keep cranking that. You shared some of that with us, Yemas. What did I share? What did I oh yeah, the a little bit of it, like clips. I shared the live video, like we went live at the Gotham after party. So I did share that, but there's an actual, the footage that I shot for Gotham, like their actual footage, I have it. I still have their footage. So it's Wyman and Wonderboy doing their photo shoot for Gotham magazine. I have all the behind the scenes footage, everything I shot. I should release it. One's in the chat if you're interested. I mean, I don't know, like Chris Wyman's best days are behind him. Wonderboy kind of the same thing. So I don't know if you'd like to see that. It's like, it's got to be like an hour long or an hour and a half long of footage. It has interviews sprinkled through. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I knew how to do you know, camera work, but I didn't know, like, interviews and stuff I didn't know I was doing. Maybe I will release it. I don't know. I don't know how it would do. Thoughts on Tony versus Conor. I think that it's the fight. Like, I don't even understand how it's even a question. Like, I think Tony Conor is, there's like, everything leads to that. And Tony didn't bring it up much. He didn't really sell it much. But it just makes sense. Tony gets his first, like, big paycheck. If Tony wins, the bragging rights and this and that, and who knows, maybe you throw him right back in the mix again. If Conor beats Tony, he gets his quote-unquote tune-up fight, you know, which is not, I mean, it's not a layup, man. Tony's no layup, especially with Conor on that long layoff. Wonderboy was never elite. Yes, he was. He was an elite striker for sure. I mean, the guy fought for the belt multiple times. Yeah, I think he was elite. I'd love to see Colby versus Izzy, to be honest. By the way, Wonderboy being on the Gotham, this is actually a true story. He wasn't supposed to be on it, the cover. Chris Weidman said the only way I'll do the cover for Gotham magazine is if Wonderboy's there. He said, I only want to do it if Wonderboy's there. So it was actually kind of cool that Chris did that. So Chris Weidman. To those of you that are a little newer, probably don't even know about this. Oh, here we go. Here, ready? Here's some of the stuff that was shot. I don't know if there's music on this. Yeah, there's music on this. Yeah. So there was two cameramen, me and this other guy that were doing the video for this stuff. Yeah, see, here's the interview I did. Hold on, let's see.
Boxing fight when I was 15 years old. I looked like I was 12 at the time. The 145 pounds soaking wet. He's 25.
See, they got music and shit. So I got the unedited version. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I did this interview. My buddy VNAC says, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. That's cool. Yeah, I shot this. Yeah, so if you want, I'll release it. But they got all this like techno music and shit like that. Maybe I'll dig through my archive, try to put it up. Yeah, he's a really nice guy, Wonderboy. But it was cool because like our MMA-Holes channel just got started. Yeah, I interviewed both of these guys. And I was like, oh my God, what am I'm getting this opportunity. It's fantastic. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. There's the photographer. It's a good photographer, that guy. But yeah, now that I got the clearance to release it, Matt Sarah jumped in as well. This is where I met Matt Sarah and Jim Norton too. Cool dudes. This is actually, that scene over there was when Matt Sarah jumped in. Christopher, there I am. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. What the? How did I get there? Very nice. Damn, I even got credit for it? That's crazy. All right. So maybe I will. Maybe I will jump in on that and throw it on this channel. Just got to dig it up. I'd love to see Colby versus Izzy, to be honest. Yeah, I would like to see that too. I would like to see that as well. Yeah, I still have the Gotham poster. It's funny, man. I have the giant. So when we went to the after party, they had this monstrosity of a Gotham poster, the cover photo of Weidman and Wonderboy, and they signed it. They were literally gonna throw it out. Like it was like basically on the street. And I looked at my buddy. I was like, "Is anyone taking this fucking thing?" They're like, "No one wants it." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Give this to me." So I got to hang it up in the garage. It's a good conversation piece when people come over. Like, what is that? Who are those guys? All right, that was the early days of the MMA-Holes. That's when we actually we gave out the autographs to the community. We had like fucking 50 subscribers, and we're giving out like autographs to people in Scotland and shit. Yeah, that was the beginning. Who wins the niceness fight or nicest fight between Wonderboy and Sage Northcutt? Wonderboy. That's what I would go with. Wonderboy all day, baby. All right, so we had Chase Hooper on. We made the bet on Chase. I want to look through his card a little bit over here. In fact, let me see if Jesse... Actually, I'll go to some news over here. We'll discuss some news, and we'll just chat. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more time with Chase, but I had a lot of things to talk about. But the man's cutting weight right now, so I gotta give him his space, you know. Whatever happened to let's see if Jesse put anything up. I was gonna put up some MMA Island stuff, but oh, there it is. They're usually good with their stuff. Do you think girth matters in MMA? 100%. I had boner questions to ask Chase, for God's sakes. I couldn't get to my boner questions. Till should move back down to welterweight. It would be nice if you could make that weight. I agree, but he had problems with that. The Griffin versus Bonner fight on ESPN, fantastic fight. He cuts weight. Didn't they get an award for that fight, like a Hall of Fame award? Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right, so this story over here. Tony Ferguson would have retired if he didn't have a good first round against Michael Chandler. So that's what Ferguson says. He would. I don't think that's the case, to be honest with you. I don't think he would have. I think that's a bunch of horse shit. It was either wait till the end of the year and fight for a #1 contender spot at lightweight, or fight July against him, and that was the name that they gave me. So I'm like, fuck it. What is up with the UFC? They're trying to put together Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. And they're trying to put together Colby Covington versus Dustin Poirier. What are we doing? Like, you're putting together fights that are just not fair fights. I'm not saying Dustin Poirier sucks. I'm not saying that he couldn't compete. I mean, I guess he could compete with Colby. But, I mean, I think majority of people know what's going to happen in that fight, right? Colby's going to drag him down and hump the fuck out of him for five rounds. If they fight 5-round fight. I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll be Comey. I don't know. You know, everyone knows what's going to happen. What do you think is going to happen when Nate Diaz versus Khamzat Chimaev? Yeah, it'd be interesting to watch, but what is the UFC doing? It's kind of like, Dustin, man, we're not the biggest fan of you. So here, would you like to sign here for this fight? Like, well, what? It's a little bizarre. No respect to Poirier, no respect to Nate. It's a little strange. But then again, if you look at it, Nate and Poirier were supposed to fight each other many times. And for some reason, it never happened. Whether it was one end or the other end, you know, they're blaming each other for why the fight's not happening. Maybe the UFC's like, you know what, you two clowns? You want to play these fucking games? All right, now you fight Colby, you fight Khamzat. That might be what the UFC's doing. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird, but I think maybe that's what the UFC's doing. Like, all right, we're not here to, horse around. Do you want to fight or you don't want to fight? You look at a guy like Sam Alvey, right? Sam Alvey hasn't won. Everyone's complaining, 8 fights in a row or something like that? I don't know. He hasn't won in a while. Yet he still has a fight left on in the UFC. Smiling Sam was getting very disrespected. And I think it's very hurtful what people are saying about Smiling Sam on the internet. Some people are saying Sam must have some dirt on Dana White. No, the guy will just fight anybody. He doesn't give a fuck. UFC calls, Sam's like, where do I sign? That's how Sam is. To guys like that, if you're on an 8-fight losing streak, the UFC says, hey, you can still fight here. We got you. We'll put something together for you. We'll help you out. But when you have Poirier and you got Nate Diaz, you're not getting that anymore, right? But they have a little leverage. They're stars that, have made some decent money in the UFC. So they're using their leverage to say, nah, I'm going to take this. I'm not going to take this. I'm hurt. I'm not hurt. Whatever. UFC don't play. Okay. Fight Colby. Fight Khamzat Chimaev. Ricky Simone versus Jack Shore slated for July 16th. How about that? What do you think about that fight over there between Ricky Simone and Jack Shore? Ricky has looked pretty damn good. I'll say that. So, I got interest. Ricky has got my interest, for sure. Let's see this over here. This is a banger. Brad Riddell versus Jalen Turner. Let's go. Jalen Turner's another guy I got to get on the show. I think we've I don't know. Did we reach out to him? He's the guy that the tarantula. He's got pet tarantulas. I like this kid's story. This is a good fight. I'd like to interview both these guys, but real good scrap between the two. This is good matchmaking over here. I like it, UFC. Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards, a possibility for UFC 278 in Salt Lake City. Why are we not doing this yet? Is the UFC actually entertaining that shit with Conor? Is the UFC entertaining a fight with Khamzat Chimaev? Why is this? Why are we not signing? I have a feeling the UFC's like pump the brakes. Because I would imagine that both of these guys are like, okay, let's go, let's run it back. Or maybe Kamaru is saying, hey, I don't know, I want to keep my options open. I want to see how things play out. I want to see, what's on the table. What do you think the reasoning is, chat? What do you think? Why is it money issues? Like, why? What's going? Is it health? Maybe Usman's health. He's got to get cleared by docs. That's what Rick Jane's saying. It's a hand surgery. Man, maybe it's that. But it's like, damn, man, let's go. Leon versus Diaz 2. I know Diaz is already up 1, right? Because UFC has its favorites, they can't let them loose. Complication with his hand, yes, it's probably that. Let's hope it's that. I hope it's not nonsense. After Khamzat's last fight, he showed some holes. Frumptious, come on, man. I don't understand the disrespect to Gilbert Burns. I honestly don't. Listen, Khamzat Chimaev bit off way more than he could chew. At his stage of the game, he should not be fighting, top-ranked guy like Gilbert Burns. Where's Gilbert sit at number 2 or some shit? Like, where's Gilbert in the rankings? Where was Gilbert at? Where Khamzat politely took his spot? Gilbert was at 3. Khamzat, the number 3 ranked fighter. There's holes in... Gilbert was the number 3 ranked fighter. There's holes in Khamzat's game. What? He fought the number 3 ranked fighter. Like, crazy. Burns is overrated. What? Burns is underrated. Did you see the lines? He's underrated. Did you see him almost knock out Kamaru Usman? He is underrated. If Burns showed a little more patience in the Usman fight, that thing could have went completely different. But Burns got a little crazy in that fight. Burns is overrated. That could be the comment of... it's nuts. How do you be overrated if you're an underdog? It doesn't make any sense. How do you be overrated if you're the number 3 fighter and you're Khamzat Chimaev and you're number 10? Like, where was he? Show some respect on Gilbert Burns, man. Listen, I picked Khamzat to win. I thought Khamzat was going to smash him. But I got to give Khamzat nothing but respect for making that a fucking war. Making it tight. How do you not game respect? Gilbert Burns, excuse me. I got to give him respect. Like, how do you not give Gilbert Burns respect after that performance against Khamzat? Everyone's just saying, there's holes in Khamzat. Jesus Christ. Usman is overrated. He's not even in the top 5 best welterweights of all time. Zen Rhino, what are you talking about? Is it the lip licking? The head going back and forth? The LL Cool J effect? I don't know. What is it? Not even top 5 welterweights. Thank God you guys are here because, listen, if we were all agreeing, it would be a very boring show. You guys make it interesting. Help me out. Help me figure that one out. Really, Burns is good. There's only 2 or 3 guys better than him at welterweight, the weight class, right? It's fascinating. Everyone has holes. Most people have buttholes. Burns is no champion. Definitely top 3. All right, if Kamaru wasn't there, who would be the champ? Burns could be. I guess you would say Colby, right? How are we not getting Colby Covington versus Gilbert Burns? If Gilbert Burns wasn't dangerous, Colby Covington would say, all right, Gilbert, let's dance. Let's go. But Colby has avoided Gilbert at all costs. You know, what do you think the reasoning is for that? Because he's damn good. He's dangerous. Not saying Colby can't beat Gilbert, but Gilbert's very dangerous. Colby don't want to play that game. So he steered clear. But Gilbert's a savage for, you know, putting his number 3 spot up for grabs against Khamzat Chimaev. No one wanted to do it. Gilbert said, I'll do it. I mean, that's pretty badass. Give us an Eddie Alvarez head nod. All right, Mike, let me try it. It gives me a headache, though. All right, ready? I can't do it like him. How does he do that? It just goes so fast. Let's see if I can find it. Eddie Alvarez. There's got to be a gif of this or something. Where is it? This is actually real time. I can't get it this fast. Look. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. What? Oh, the internet always wins. Where is it? Give it to me. Ah, it's just. I don't know which one you like better. Kind of like that. Was he not? No. Someone should put a corn on the cob in front of him or something. Where Colonel's flying off. The Eddie Alvarez head nod. I mean, anytime he fought, I always look forward to that.
Wonderful.
Yes. Put some corn in front of that. Put a wiener. I mean, there's so many things. I don't know why they got... Why do they put a bird? I'm trying to see if there's another one. There should be more of those. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's another one. What about this? He's chewing on Weidman's head. He's like a... What the fuck? Who comes up with this? That's an amazing gift, though, I gotta say. This is a donation right here. I don't know how we've avoided this donation. This has to be another one. Who does this? They need an award for this. For real, man. They need like a trophy. Eddie Alvarez gnawing on Chris Weidman's head. Sherdog forums. I gotta dance on Sherdog forums, man. I haven't been on there in a minute. Let me see if there's more of them. That's great. I'm trying to see if there's any more. Oh, there's one guy. Here's another one. What the fuck? All right, so this is what I mean. We're not even really exaggerating. To the new people that don't know who Eddie Alvarez is, boy, you missed out some good content. It was so weird, right? Like, what is going on, man? I can't do that. Can you do that? I can't do that, man. How does he do that? Can you guys send me videos of you doing that in a Discord? Let's see. I want to see who's got the skills, man. For real. Drop it on Discord. There's a link in the description. Before we end the show, I want to see if anyone could do the Eddie Alvarez. You know, I mean, that's not easy. Like, that's like a lot of brain rattling. What is that? Oh, God. It hurts my head. Just looking at it. Eddie was a one-hit wonder, never defended the belt, just like Forrest Griffin. Well, Bellator champ. He came in. He lost his first fight and then wound up winning a title. Listen, I don't give a shit, man. Some guys, I'm cool. Like, if you think about how hard it is to win a UFC title. You know? So like guys like Khabib, we shit on him, this and that. I mean, the guy is great. But when we're talking about GOATs, like when we start talking about GOAT status, we got to get like into the nitty gritty. Then we got to start getting into, oh my God, okay. How many defenses, title defenses they have, and, you know, winning streaks and blah, blah, blah. Like, you had to go into that. But if you just look at any UFC fighter that gets in there and somehow gets a belt, Michael Bisping, for fuck's sakes. I mean, he's always like close, fell apart, and then right place, right time, slips in, grabs the belt, you know? But I think no matter what, if you win a UFC title, you did it. You know, you did it. I wanted Cowboy Cerrone to win the title, never got a taste. Yeah, look how great Cowboy Cerrone is, and you look at his resume, what he's done, all the records he set. Never won a belt, Dan Marino. That's how tough it is to win a UFC belt. So everyone that just throws everything on defenses and shits on guys like Eddie Alvarez, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. If you're talking GOAT, I get it. But if you're just talking about UFC champ, it's an incredible accomplishment. It's not like if it was so easy, everyone would be a champ, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, Discord. I want to see if there's any savages that are doing the Eddie Alvarez. If I don't get one Eddie Alvarez in there, I'm going to be very disappointed in my Discord. If you don't want your face shown, throw a fucking bag over your head or something. Throw a bag over your head. But we need at least one submission. Let me look at Jesse's news that she threw in here. Oh, whoa. Attorney victim in alleged Cain Velasquez shooting experience. Oh, man. So, okay. All right. Well, friends, if you're just jumping in, my Rangers lost. Chase Hooper came on, made a bet on Chase. Chase wound up being a really nice guy, even if he was hungry. Super nice dude. Had his wife on as well. Got to meet them. Good people. Got a big fight Saturday night. Okay. Victims in alleged Cain Velasquez shooting experiencing trauma, intimidation since attack. Is this the guy that got shot? What's the picture of? Paul Bender shows his scar from surgery after alleged being shot. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I know I'm going to say something here that is going to make people like all bent out of shape with the free Cain shirts and all that stuff, okay? Listen, I get it. I fucking get what Cain, like his emotions there. I would never want to be in that experience, and I probably I would have thoughts of horrible things, and I probably would do something horrible. I'm not going to lie. I've done some dumb shit in the past. Not that bad, but I've done some bad stuff. So I understand when you're not in the right mindset. But he still committed a crime, right? So, like, there are ways to handle revenge. If he would have just got him, put his hands on him, beat the fucking shit out of the dude, it's a whole different situation than just firing shots and hitting the wrong people. Can you imagine if he fucking killed somebody? Like, think about it. What he did is you could definitely make, you know, an argument why he did it. You know, I get it, man. I get why people zipper on. I get why people are you know, defending Cain. I get it. I get it. But I think we have to like look at, you know, what's happening here. You just can't fucking hit the road and just spray bullets around. You just can't do that. You better make damn sure you hit the pedophile. So he hit this dude, and now he's a zipper arm, like they said in the chat. If you got raped, it would be different. Dude, there are laws, bro. What if he killed this fucking guy? This is not GTA. I know this is, listen, I understand this is the unpopular, because it's so fucking trendy to wear the free Cain shirt. I would like to see Cain on the streets. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Cain on the streets, you know, with his family again. But when Cain got the gun and says, hey, I'm going to go kill this fucking guy. As soon as he made that thought, he already made a deal knowing that he's not going to see his family again. He made that deal. He was good with it by grabbing the gun and spraying bullets out there and trying to ram the other car off the road, right? So I understand his mindset. A lot of people would do the same thing. But how do you have a guy walking the street after you got to fucking face some sort of time? You just can't let him back out. So it's a fucked up, it's a horrible, horrible situation. And I don't think Cain Velasquez is a bad guy in any way. I don't. But to go out there and do something like that, and all these knuckleheads saying free Cain, what is this? There's no law? You could just go, like, what if, let me put you in this situation. As Cain is fucking playing GTA and blah, just like fucking rattling off shots, what if your kid got shot? What if your kid got shot by a stray bullet from Cain Velasquez because the guy clearly couldn't shoot straight? Think about this. This is where the free Cain thing's got to take a fucking pump of the brakes. Think about this. It's nuts. And people are making excuses like he helped the pedophile, this and that. I understand Cain's logic. But if a bullet hit a fucking stranger, which it did hit the wrong person. If it hit your fucking son or your daughter, would you still be rocking a free Cain shirt? It's the dumbest shit ever. You do something wrong, you got to pay the price. And Cain went in there like a badass that he was and says, fuck the law. I'm going to take this into my own hands. And I commend him for that. I do. He's a man. But think about it. What are we doing? You can't let him. He's got to face the penalty. He has to. If we don't have this in play, then everyone's going to say, oh, Cain got out. Let's play GTA. Guys, I mean, at first when I saw the free Cain shirts, I was like, you know, right on, man, this is good. But the more I think about it, what are we doing? You can't take a gun and start spraying the fucking public. You can't do it. You can't. I mean, what are we doing? You should have a gun to defend yourself. Yes, I'm with you on that. Someone gets in your house, you can blow their fucking head off. I'm with you. If someone fucking, God forbid, does something like that to your child, you should be able to go out there and beat the fuck out of that pedophile. And if Cain dragged that man out of the car and beat the shit out of him, free Cain. Free Cain. 100%. But the minute you go out there and start hitting strangers with fucking bullets, it's the dumbest shit in the world. There's no such thing as free Cain anymore. Now it's the law. And if we get rid of the law, it's a fucking, what are we doing? I couldn't imagine being in Cain Velasquez's situation. I also couldn't imagine having my daughter shot by a stray bullet. My opinion. Thank you very much. Enough's enough. What are we doing? The pedo should be dead. The pedo should be dead. Beat the shit out of that dude. Don't fucking fire a shot and hit the wrong guy. It's crazy. So crazy, man. I hope the pedophile gets fucking, I don't know, everything horrible done to him. And I hope Cain Velasquez gets a short sentence or whatever. But he's got to face the punishment. Whatever the punishment is, he's got to face whatever it is. And hopefully it's a shortened sentence or whatever. But to just get out of jail just for doing something like that, I mean, you can't. Daniel Jones. John, like, are you fucking deaf? Did you not hear what I said?
See, guns don't kill people. They create arm zippers.
And by the way, I'm pro-gun. Let me just say this. I was against guns when I was in New York. And thank you, B-Man. I'm pro-gun now. I moved to Arizona. I'm all about it. I'm all about it, man. I'm down. You should have a right to bear arms. I'm with it. No doubt about it. You don't have a right to get in your fucking truck or whatever and go out and spray bullets in public. No, you don't. You don't do that. You grab the motherfucker, you beat him up. You beat him up, you get that satisfaction. If Cain Velasquez beat the shit out of the pedophile when he killed him, I tell you what, I'd be rocking a free Cain shirt right now. Because he killed a fucking pedophile. I'm down with that. Put the fucking, where do I buy that shirt? The dude shot an innocent guy. He didn't shoot the pedophile. Ah, free Cain. Like, what kind of nonsense are we living in? It's crazy. It is crazy, man. When people don't look at the fuck, it's just nuts. Nuts. It's just fucking wild. Like this Daniel John guy. Not listening to any logic at all. I'm with him. I agree. The pedophile should be fucking done. If you're gonna kill the guy, kill the right guy. But if you're out there spraying bullets at people and hitting the wrong person, well, yeah, the rapist is free because Cain missed. Cain fucking missed. He hit the wrong person. Dude, how fucking dumb are you? Like, seriously. You can't possibly be that dumb. He fucking shot an innocent guy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. God forbid he shot another innocent person. That was your fucking kid, your mom, your brother, your sister. Are you still gonna wear the free Cain shirt? He didn't hit the pedophile, but he hit your fucking mother. Nonsense. Nonsense. It's crazy, man. People are playing too much GTA. They're not thinking about logic. Been trying to get this off my chest for a while. It's been driving me nuts. It's nonsense. What are we doing here? And I know, listen, I know I'm in the minority because people like to fucking go with the vigilante fucking herd, the cool thing. And listen, if he killed the fucking pedophile, I'd probably be on that train. 100%. But I don't know, man. He should be out on bail at least. Listen, whatever the sentence is, I mean, he's got to face whatever time. You know, you got to go to a trial. You got to do something. Be out on bail. Let me ask you this question. Okay. Cain Velasquez is a man who's taken severe head trauma throughout his career. You got to think about this. Maybe if he hasn't experienced that head trauma, maybe he would have handled this differently. Maybe he wouldn't have missed, or maybe he would have actually beat up the guy. Handled it in another way, a more logical way. He handled it illogically. I don't know what the reasoning was, but you can't have a man walking the streets unless you know the facts, the truth. So what they got to do is get this guy in trial, figure out what the fucking charges are, let him do whatever time he's got to do, and we move on. Think about it. If you let him out on bail and the fucking guy goes out there and, I don't know, tries to kill the pedophile, again, hits the wrong person. Kills a fucking, I don't know, a crossing guard. Ah! Put him on bail again. He tried to kill the pedophile. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know. It's bizarre. I just hope this thing gets wrapped up quickly, man. And I hope he is with his family soon. I hope the time is short. I hope he faces whatever penalty and we move on from this. But I think we should fucking understand there's laws. You can't break laws for no reason. If he killed the right guy, he would have got life in prison, bruh. Is that what you want, not me? Dude, he shot somebody. He was looking to kill somebody. How are you not what do you think he was trying to do? He was looking to kill somebody. This is not brain surgery. As soon as he fucking pulled the trigger, he was trying to kill somebody. That's irrelevant. The guy was trying to kill somebody. Like, I mean, this is bonkers. I want to keep this going though because it is interesting. You're speaking facts. Some people can't think critically or logically. I'm with you 100. Yeah, Dustin, listen. I want to make this very clear. I think the pedophile should be dead. There's not a doubt in my mind. And if something like this happened, I probably would have acted irrationally. And if I did, I am fully prepared to face the consequences because I am looking for revenge. And that's what Cain Velasquez did. He's such a badass that the man went out there and says, fuck the law. I'm going to fucking kill this guy. This guy's not going to fucking breathe anymore. But then he shoots the gun and hits the wrong guy. So, just got to deal with it, man. Didn't the stepfather help run the daycare when it happened? If so, he's not innocent. No, I'm not saying he's innocent. But what I'm saying is he shot the gun and hit the wrong person. Was he aiming for that guy? No, he was aiming for the pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that guy's innocent either. He could have shot a fucking, I don't know. He could have shot a burglar coming out of a bank too, by accident. Not saying that guy's innocent either. His goal was to get the pellet file, right? Or what is the story? Is the story, we shoot the guy, like, was he aiming for this guy's arm? Silly. I hope this is over and done with quick, man. And I hope he's back with his family. I do. I truly do. But he's got to face the consequences. Whatever the consequences are, he's got to face them. So we'll see what happens. Running around with free Cain shirts. Free him! It's fucking trendy and cool. All right. Cool. Cool story, man. It's about bail. This is politics. What does it matter if he goes to jail? What does it matter? What does bail matter if he goes to jail? What does it fucking matter? I don't understand. You're not freeing him. Oh, he's out on bail. Then he fucking gets tried and goes to jail. Like, I mean, defending. Yes, that's what I'm doing, Bob. Shout out to Bob, the genius of the chat. Can't even listen. It's nuts. Oh, God. It's nuts. It's nuts. I just said, I wish he would have killed the pedophile. Pedophiles shouldn't be walking the streets. Oh, you defending pedophiles now? I can't take my gun and just spray shots into the fucking public? You love pedophiles. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Well, if you won't let me shoot my gun in public and just hit random people out there, you clearly like pedophiles. This is the world we live in. Fucking earwax to the fucking brim. Just fucking pouring out of the ears. Just not nonsense thinking. It's fucking crazy, man. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. But that's how we are, man. If a group goes in one direction, you know, they mean well, but they're not thinking about all the fucking facts here. They have no problem with looking like an idiot. Well, I mean well. And I just said I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-fucking gun. I'm just not pro-gun fucking GTA style. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not pro that. It's a little ridiculous. It just is crazy, man. If you're watching on the replay, I do want to know in the comment section what you guys think about that. Let's move on. Let's see what we got here. Alistair Overeem, who once trashed lame, stupid pro wrestling. Yeah, what did he say? He said something about wrestling being gay or something, which I don't disagree. But I don't think it's, I don't think you suck cock if you like wrestling. Or maybe you do. I don't know. So he went into pro wrestling. So he's wrestling entertainment series, heavyweight title on June 4th. Oh, that's funny. What the fuck? So Alistair went on Ariel's show. He said something about like wrestling being gay. Got a lot of heat for that. And now he's gay. Okay, there we go. Shout out to Alistair Overeem, man. He is completely converted. You can convert anybody. Khabib Nurmagomedov, there is a champion and his name is Charles Oliveira. It's a brilliant comment. But he is not undisputed champion. Oh my God. Come on, Jesse, here we go.
I'm Flo from Progressive.
What the fuck? Oh, we got ads on this shit now? What are we doing? All right, Khabib Nurmagomedov gives Charles Oliveira a tremendous amount of credit. He even considered Oliveira the current UFC lightweight champion when the promotion does not. Okay, if Charles wins against Islam, we have to give him credit, Nurmagomedov said. Then he's going to be the undisputed UFC lightweight champion. Right now, I believe he's champion. I believe he, even this. Okay, people talk about the half pound. I believe he deserved it. Okay, all right. See, look at this title. See how they word shit over here. This is how the media members they they fucking like twist things, and then you start reading what Khabib actually said, and he believes he's a champion right now in this moment. He deserves to be champion. He's doing a very good job, you know, but he's not undisputed. When I finished, I was undisputed. Okay, so he did say that he deserves it. He should be champion. So it's just like this title of undisputed over here because he's trying to get his boy Islam a fucking title shot, but he believes he's champion. So what does it fucking matter? Now, this is where he is wrong. When I finished, I was undisputed. Well, you know, some people thought you missed that weight. So I don't know. Bob's still in the chat. Bob, you know what I'm saying? Moss thinks because I can't bring my gun out and shoot random people in public. You know, he loves them child abusers out there. Dumbest fuck I've ever seen in the chat. You win, dumbest fuck of the chat. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Bob. Just nonsense. When people are wrong, they just fucking they malfunction. Did someone die? No, idiot. What if it was your mom that was shot? Let me ask you, Bobby boy. If your mom was shot, if that bullet missed the wrong guy, like, so not only missed the pedophile, missed the wrong guy that was driving, and fucking, your mom's crossing the street, coming back from the grocery store, fucking bang, right in her arm, and then your mom is walking around with a zipper on her bicep. Okay, Bobby? Do you hate moms? Answer that, Bobby. Do you hate moms? Love to know. My mom isn't protecting the pedo. I'm asking you the question. I'm asking you the question. You must answer now. Dopey Bob. If your mom got hit by the stray bullet, are you still freeing Cain? Well, mom could take the bullet because he was aiming for the pedophile and missed. Answer the question, Bob. I'll give you your time to shine, buddy. Bob's like, oh, shit. I really don't have an answer. My mom could take the bullet. Bob, answer the question, Bobby. Come on, Dopey Bob, let's go. Answer the question. If you answer, maybe we could move on. Let me know, Bob. Yeah, my mom could take the shot because, Let's see if Dopey Bob could pull it off. Clown just making up Bob! Oh, Bob, you failed! Oh, man! Oh, Bob. I had such faith in you. I had such faith. I gave you a chance, man. I gave you a chance. You had nothing. So, I guess I love pedophiles. Genius of the chat. Let's see. Joe Rogan says Charles Oliveira got screwed. All right, we knew that. Beneil Dariush frustrated with Charles Oliveira. Poor Beneil Dariush. No one gives a shit. When did Beneil Dariush? Let's see. All right, returns to the fight. Fighter versus the writer this week to discuss his growing frustration with Charles Oliveira as the now former UFC lightweight champion decides what's next in his career while teasing his interest to showdown with Conor McGregor. Damn, everyone wants a piece of Conor. With a 7-fight win streak and past fight with Oliveira that already fell apart, Dariush details his problems. Bronx suddenly targeting somebody like McGregor rather than accepting fight. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it is a little weird, right? Charles Oliveira calling out Conor when Islam's the guy. Let's see what else he said here. Dariush will also give his thoughts on Oliveira. All right, so this is they're just promoting his podcast. There's no other quotes. All right. Oh, Dariush, we got nothing else from you. Let's move over here. Bob still doesn't have an answer. Bob running the sideshow in the chat. We talked about Smiling Sam. Here's his fight, Alexichuk. I mean, he's got a tough one here, but Smiling Sam is still hanging on. What do you think? Do you think Smiling Sam could get the win? Can he pull this off? Let's look at the Tapology. Tail of tape over here. Sam Alvey. Popping out kids like crazy. Yeah, Bob. I'm sure you could, buddy. I'm sure you could. Keep bobbing for my attention. Let's see. Here's Alexichuk. Okay. So Alexichuk coming off the loss over here, Dustin Jacoby. But Alexichuk is a pretty tough son of a bitch, man. 16-5-0. How'd he lose? He lost a unanimous decision. Beat Shamil with the uppercut. Got a split decision over here on Bukowskis. Lost to Jimmy Cruz, the Savage. Lost to Oven St. Preux by the Von Flue. Gian Vellante win. They both got something in common. They fought Big Gian. Interesting fight. I know Sam Alvey, listen, I get it, but there's some close decisions. I know he's on a long loss streak over here, but some close decisions along the way. He took fights he wasn't supposed to take last second. So I'm going to give him a chance here, Sam Alvey. Let's look at the age and the height and all that stuff. So Sam is 36. He's 9 years older than Mr. Polish Michael Alexichuk. 6 foot versus 6'2", and he's got an 1.5 inch reach advantage on him. Okay, chat. What do we think? What do we think over here? Mikal or Sam Alvey? Who is going to win? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? I'm going to go with Smiling Sam breaking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull the trigger. Let's see the odds on this. There's no odds yet. I'm curious what they're going to put the odds. Oh, God. Let's see. Oh, Bob, man. You still salty in the chat, bro? Come on, move on, buddy. I mean, Jesus. It's good to know you'll let your mom take a bullet for a pedophile. If the child rapist is locked up, then Cain wouldn't have been able to shoot at him. I like Sam, but Sam Alvey, make a $1,000 donation to hear Ma sing the pedo song. We do have a $1,000 donation. You could put it in play if you like. Dana's decision of who cares. It's fighting. It's completely. Hold on. It's completed related to his plan on McGregor versus Khabib 2. Hello from Uruguay. What up? Andre Rodriguez. How you doing, bud?
Wonderful.
Hope you're wonderful, wonderful. Shouldn't take what people think to heart. I mean, like guys like Bob, like I feast off of those people. It's so much fun. I did it on the gaming stream too. Like, we're allowed to disagree. It's all good, man. It's all good. I could have an opinion. You could have an opinion. But don't try to go after the host, because the host is going to always win on this show, man. Bob, you're not going to win. It's impossible. You're watching me. You know what I'm saying? You're watching me. Come on, Bob. You're never going to win. You can speak your mind and move on. I think Bob is in the Chase Hooper scenario right now and can't get laid. No, Chase is doing it on purpose. I'm glad he didn't really get a life in prison. Yeah, I don't think you should get life in prison. That's fucking nuts. I came at Moss with facts. I don't know what's up with Bob. Yeah, if I ask a question you can't answer, dude, you hung yourself. It's embarrassing. You publicly humiliated yourself. Like it's nuts. Why would anyone want to do that to themselves? Let Bob on live. I would actually, Bob. I'll tell you what. I'll open the phone lines if you want to call me up. We could end the show with that. I'm like 22 minutes over. I got to end this shit. I told Jesse I was going to end early and I fucking went over. Call me up on Discord. You got 5 minutes. Let's talk to Bob. Why would the pedophile get bail? Gosh. I don't know what the fuck that guy's talking about. The guy's not going to call, trust me.
Ah, super chat.
John Montgomery.
Bob, are you drunk?
Could be. It's a possibility. Sometimes people are influenced by other things in this chat. It's okay. Oh, see, Bob's... he doesn't even... He's too afraid to call. Come on, Bob. What the... Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We must move on. We must move on. All right. I mean, this is a very disappointing night. Very disappointing night. Kainoto put, this is when Carolina scored the tying goal right before they went into overtime. You son of a bitch. Oh, God. Brutal moment right there. Poor Bob, man. It's a Wednesday night. Bob's going to be walking funny after the stream. All right, let's get out of here. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for jumping in. I want to thank our guest, Chase Hooper, for jumping on. Looking forward to these fights. Saturday night will be live on this channel. Hit the fucking notification bell. We got Ketlen Vieira versus Holly Holm. Look at those beautiful mugs on that poster. We got 2 bets. We went Ketlen. I'm not positive about that. But hopefully Chase Hooper wins. That'd be kind of cool. So thank you, Chase, for coming on. Looking forward to talking to you after your big win. And shout out to our sponsors. You got mybookie.ag, promo code MMA-HOLES for 100% match on your first deposit. Make sure you hit the fucking like button if you haven't hit so. Be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Move on to Sheath Underwear, best underwear in the game. Use promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off. 20% off. Premium underwear. Make your bottoms feel absolutely wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
As Jesse says, comfy, wumpy. Link in the description for Sheath Underwear. 20% off, promo code MMAHOLES.
Oh, super chat.
Optimistically cynical.
Bob was molested. Don't dig in. This is personal.
It's crazy, man. It is what's wrong with the world, man, though. Like, if someone has a different opinion than you, like, people start getting, like, all warped and fucking bonkers, and they can't let it go. And then they'll probably take this and go to another social media platform and start yelling at someone else. Don't let this shit fucking ruin your life. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Head Rush, promo code MMAHOLES for 20% off the Head Rush brand gear. So check it out. You know, people were saying affliction and tap out. None of that shit. Head Rush is the way, mate, baby. It's still a go. Head Rush, some beautiful gear. They support the fighters, support the MMA-Holes, and if you get something, well, everyone's supporting everyone. So check it out for yourself. You got the summer gear ready to go. There's 2 links in the description down below. Canadian link and USA link. Promo code MMAHOLES. And if you're going to watch the fights this Saturday night, ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus is the way to go. Click the link in the description, and everyone that gets that link clicked helps out the MMA-Holes. So if you watch the fights through our link in the description down below, it helps out the channel. If you buy any of the pay-per-views through that link, it helps us out as well. So thank you so much to those that do take out their time out of their day to click on the link. Thank you, baby. Good night, friends. Last words in the chat before we get out of here. Thank you to liking the stream. Thank you to the people that dropped the donos, keeping us going, flowing over here. All right. Fucking Rangers. So the Rangers are playing again Friday. So you guys could be subjected to that. And Fuko Friday. Rangers got to win that one. That's Friday night. Starts a little later, so you'll be getting some interesting reactions from myself and probably Jesse. Actually, since they're coming an hour later, we might get a little Jesse involved in that reaction. And then Saturday's the fights. Okay. Happy birthday to JBM. And don't be an a-hole, be. And what the hell?